And I guess they sent all the Canadians the French bottles.
Oh, okay.
Normally that's like, I always thought you had to have both English and French, which they have part of. They do have English on the ingredients, the second half instead of the first half. But the name is like, but I've asked a few people that speak French, and they're like, defenders of the fruit. Welcome to the Carl Farbman Hot Sauce Show. It's the show that's just like that other show, except it's not that show. It's the Carl Farbman Show. Today, my guests are Curtis and Bobby from the Copper Pit. How you guys doing tonight?
Great.
Whoa, fantastic. Are you a transplant or are you a Princeton born and raised?
I'm a transplant.
So where do you coming from?
Moved from Red Lake, Ontario.
Red Lake, Ontario?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long distance.
Long distance. Came out here.
Directly to Princeton?
Directly to, yeah. I came out here to work at the mine.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah. No, they kind of recruited me for a job. And
so you weren't like, oh, I'm going to go open a restaurant?
No, it was coming out to work at the mine, and after about 4 months, kind of figured that things weren't going to be, I wasn't going to stay, and then the restaurant came up for sale.
Yeah.
And with the support of my
the
lovely
old
wife.
Bel Air or?
The old Bel Air, yeah.
This was something
Yes,
you
I
added.
changed. This is all brand new, so I didn't bother
Right.
menu, didn't do nothing.
See, we started going to other questions already. I know, but what about you, Bobby?
No, I'm originally from the Lower Mainland.
Okay,
I've been
same
in
as me.
Princeton for just under 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, so you're fresh.
Very fresh.
You
yeah.
haven't even been abused yet.
Not till
See
now.
if we can change
Not till now.
He's good at it.
No, I'm not. I'm very nice.
Oh my God.
Let's put some sauce on these nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the green one, the, what is it called? Sriracha Revolver
Sriracha
from
Revolver.
Vancouver,
Can we
British
just,
Columbia.
kind of pull this apart?
Hey, you can dip it or dab it. Most people dab it, I think. This is a different mix. Because it's a fresh bottle.
Yeah.
So it's got this very strong flavor. Interestingly enough.
Very good.
So that was the question. It was going to be how long have you been in the restaurant industry? So that's basically
Oh, yeah, 6 years.
after you left the mine.
Yeah, we bought the restaurant in 2018. Opened it July 1st. Big mistake, but we learned.
But now you're the most popular restaurant on this show. And how about you? Were you working in restaurant down on the coast?
No, this is kind of my first full time working in a restaurant.
Really?
It's at the Copper Pit, yeah.
Oh. And what were we doing? I mean, I always feel bad about asking that. I already know what your job is now, but
Yeah.
if you don't mind mentioning what you were doing before.
Yeah, I worked in hotel management for about 15 years.
Okay, so it's relative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar industry. Yeah.
All right, let's do the next one. This one is Heartbeat Hot Sauce from, that's from Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
The red habanero, which
Sorry, my dad's.
everyone says looks like baby food. Which I say that every time. But, you know, it does. It
Thunder
looks
Bay
like
is close to my old
pablum.
stomping ground.
Actually, there's a few of them that really resemble baby food. That wasn't a hiccup, was it?
Very nice.
So you have a part of the restaurant is the catering, right?
Yes, yeah. So we opened in 2018. Our first wedding was 2019.
Okay.
And we just fell in love with doing it. Like, it's the happiest time in people's lives. And it
Sure.
kind of, like, we become part of that. And I would much, like, if I had looked at my history, I would almost do that again.
Exclusively.
Exclusively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of what's going on is people are commonly drinking and eating.
Yeah.
So and of course, if it's something that everyone's going to enjoy, and of course, having you have a huge smoker that you roll out, and there you go, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would be appealing for people that they're doing weddings or other functions.
Yeah, no, it's worked out really.
Yard
well.
parties.
Yard parties. Yeah.
Yeah, all sorts of, which of course are not uncommon in Princeton. Okay, so the next one is one of my favorites. It's the Tropicante sauce from Montreal. It's very fruity. It has bananas and mango in it. And this particular mix looks really dark. So we're learning something about opening up new bottles. It does this time, again.
Oh man, is it ever a nice fruit?
Yeah, it tastes like very deceiving. Not as hot as it normally is. Or maybe I'm just not there yet.
It almost felt like the one prior to this was hotter.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Maybe I didn't put enough on there.
Everybody will say that. This should be over here, and that should be over here. Because it's different for everybody. And of course, the numbers are based on not particularly on sauces, but on the Scoville level of the peppers that are involved in what it is. Of course, we're going to do a question here, but I was just going to say that I got these onion rings and fries. Of course, if somebody were to order, they don't have to have wings. They don't have to.
No.
They can order. You could order a basket of onion rings and eat the rings instead, or if you wanted to just eat them and dip them in fries. Somebody wanted to eat light or whatever.
Yeah.
Or as you were saying, if we
bites.
wanted some cauliflower wings, we get the pit to do that.
Yeah.
And then that option would be there.
100%.
And then I'm gonna eat an onion ring.
He's such a gentleman.
Oh, quickly. Come on, buddy. French fry? French fry?
He's like,
There you
hell
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Coming back. So, what do you think that makes you an outstanding business owner?
I would say, I try and treat everybody fairly, let them make their own decisions as much as possible. We've developed a really good team of people there. It's my opinion only, but I think we got the best in town as far as cooks and servers go. And it's just allowing everybody to grow into their position. More of a, set a path and let everybody kind of follow it at their own will kind of deal.
Yeah, it was always my biggest peeve in the restaurant industry was always being micromanaged by either one of the chefs that were ahead of me, and more often it's usually the head chef. That I guess they just feel like they need to be an asshole. Like Ramsey always seems to be. But sometimes there's some places that maybe there's a place for that.
Yeah.
But it always drove me mad. And not just restaurants, but any business where I know what I'm doing. You don't have to keep coming up to me and keep telling me this, that, and this. And also, most people when they make a mistake, they realize they made a mistake. And having, if you watch Office Space, and having everyone come up to you, got 11 managers, and all of them keep coming up to you and saying, hey, by the way, that thing you did, it was wrong.
Corporate accounts payable. Nina speaking.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah. You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I have the memo right here. I just forgot. But it's not shipping out till tomorrow, so there's no problem.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I have the memo. I've got it. It's right.
I would say at our place, we have days where we got a complete whiteout of tickets, and the pace is hectic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have customers that are wondering why the food's taking a little bit longer. You know, we do make everything right, like fresh. It's all made to order. And there can be some tense situations between front and back. But at the end of the day, we leave, we all love each other, and life goes on, right?
So is he telling the truth?
He is telling the truth.
All
yeah.
right. Bonus
And we
points.
actually have great retention of staff, so I think that speaks volumes to
It
the
does.
type of business that he's running. A lot of the team front and back have been there for several years. So
All right. That moves us into the number 4 sauce. This is one of my favorites. They happen to sell this down at Home Hardware on Bridge Street.
Ah,
They have a little section of sauces
Yeah,
now that, and I walked in there and went, hey, we're using it. And I thought, you guys should have all my sauces there. Dawson's from, that's from Ontario, Hamilton, Ontario. This one's really nice. This is cedar garlic, smoked cedar garlic. Cedar smoked garlic. I knew I'd have it one of those times.
go with the smoked wings.
Yeah, actually, that's what everybody commented on. It was like, this really goes well with these. And of course, whenever I have this, I always think this would be really good on a burger, or, I mean, if you're into that. I know typically with burgers, not everybody likes the spicy ones, but if you were to sell a spicy burger, this would be one of the ones that would be really good.
it's a little hot.
That
You
one's
see my sweat up there?
moving up a bit, eh?
Oh, that one right away. Oh.
Is it hot?
Harder than usual for some reason. Wow, that is.
This isn't your...
Well, oh yeah, to the copper bear, keep the light. Wings and more, gonna set your tits alight. Sizzle and spice and flavor explosion. Rock and roll rhythm, feel it in motion. Grab a plate, but don't be late. Barbecue dream, can't hesitate. Feel the heat, go let's repeat. The carpet where we meet.
Down at the copper. So you were into hot sauces,
And raw peppers. And
and everything
right from my...
back
late
in the
teens,
youth.
Yeah, late teens, early 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
So
your
for
palate,
some
your
of
palate
us,
change as you get older too, right? So. I
yes,
find-
that's absolutely true too. And you?
Oh, it started about 5 days ago when Curtis told me I was going to be on You know, I've always liked a little bit of spice, and Curtis has seen me put sriracha on my Caesar salads at work, so he was like, "You're coming on the challenge."
Yeah. So
this
you're
past few days have just been.
I'm
thought
strange
you
to some of the sauce. I mean, if you do sriracha, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hot sauces. So do you ever do the similkameen sizzle?
No, I've always wanted to go, and I've
Go
always
to,
had
go to
something
do
else.
the contest, and
Yeah, that's coming
When I
up
was,
right away, isn't it?
it is it's, near the end of
End of September, I think.
near the end of September. I don't remember the
I'm gonna
exact
try and
date.
make a point of going this year.
Okay. Did we ask a question?
No.
I did not. Yeah, I did. I asked about the hot sauces.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we can eat again.
Okay, cool.
Now we're going into, this is the goat. This is the ginger goat. It's the original goat. It's going to be delicious. Yeah, he sees it all right. He's right up on your leg there,
I know.
checking this out. Wonder who's gonna give me something.
You got that look?
Nobody. Nobody. Nope.
Burn your little face on.
Yeah, this one's a little spicier than the normal too. Or I've just gone soft and every one of these just
You're
seems
not gonna
hot.
cry over this?
No, not today.
Okay, good boy. You did cry.
That's good.
Remember that time? You couldn't
That
even
was the
talk.
bomb.
Oh, that stuff's
The
really-
bomb is a chemical. It's not real.
It's just an angry sauce.
It's not even possible.
No.
It's got nothing to do with Scoville or capsaicinoids at all.
It's not even food for that matter.
It's not even, yes.
Paint thinner.
Oh, it was the worst. I have nightmares about it. It's terrible. That smoker that you got back there. Now, this is a new smoker, right?
I just got the Southern Pride about 2 months ago. Yeah.
I know that because when we finally decided to start recording the show seriously,
That was terrible.
I sent
I felt so
I
bad.
sent Chris down,
Yeah.
Chris Stackhouse down to the restaurant and said, "Oh, go pick up your wings."
Yeah.
In which they said, "No, we don't have any wings."
No.
And we found out very quickly, oh yeah, there is no smoker. Or you had the smoker thing, and then I went online and looked and went, oh okay,
Yeah.
I see the disaster that
I had the
happened.
video. Yeah.
So now is it different? The rotisserie thing that's
So-
in there, is that?
Yeah, so when my inside smoker failed, we started to use my original smoker I bought in 2018, and it's a stick burner. And that's the one I pulled behind my truck. It's the type of smoker where you have to be there and add wood every 15 minutes. You're always playing with the fire. It's a full-time job. So I did about the first week, and then my son came and jumped on board and started to smoke with the outdoor smoker. I'd ordered this Southern Pride, and it took about a month and a half to come. And so with the rotisserie, it burns whole logs, just like the outdoor one.
Whoa,
And it's just an amazing smoker. Like,
there you go.
and it's all computer programmed. We can put food in at night, set the program, walk away. Yeah.
That will pay off. Because again, out of all the restaurants in town, that's one of the most unique things about
Well,
your place is having it's the pit, right?
well, when we looked at buying the restaurant, Jenny and I said, well, there's already places to get lots of, restaurant type food, like
Yeah.
ordinary restaurant
That's
food.
right.
And I started barbecuing probably 15 years ago.
Right.
And we just decided, what Princeton doesn't have is a barbecue pit place. So that's why we made the decision. Let's go down to the States, get a barbecue smoker, and that's what we did. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and it's worked out pretty good.
Good. Okay. This is where the bad news comes in. Just kidding. It's not that bad. That is the forbidden fruit.
The fruit being the pepper.
Yeah, fruit being a bell pepper or a chili pepper.
What's the Scoville on this one?
Do you sure you want to know?
Oh, of course.
It's coming across the screen now.
Yep, that's a step up.
Yeah, it's a step up.
I'm missing out. I'm missing out.
I gotta go back in.
Oh boy. This one's 55.
Okay.
So it more than doubles at this point.
Are you ever sweating?
Oh. Oh. Woo! I tell you, yeah. That one burned the whole inside of it.
Beautiful.
Oh. It's dripping off me. I sweat a lot anyways. A lot hotter than the last time. But again, brand new bottle.
Name pepper, was that habanero?
This has a mix of bunch of peppers.
Yeah.
Funny, I have to take my glasses off. They're all fogged up. I mean, they're even being very elusive by saying, selected hot peppers
Selected.
is the first one.
It's up for interpretation.
Now, the red long pepper, Trinidad,
Oh, poor baby.
Trinidad seasoning pepper, the chocolate habanero,
Okay.
red jalapeno, the butthurt jabahovia, the butthurt jabahovia.
Ooh.
It's butthurt, yeah. Still just dripping like I'm irrigating this place. And then water, vinegar, and some other stuff. Like it literally just is peppers and then some stuff to water it down.
Hot sauce challenge. From the first bite to the flames that rise. Experience the thrill that never dies. Oh, call Farbman, you're in for the ride. Feel the fire that's burning inside.
Okay, is it pronounced Jif or GIF?
Well, Jif is in peanut butter, or GIF is in computer.
Yeah, we're talking about the extension of a different photographs. They have JPEG, which makes sense why we call it JPEG. And then it's most commonly mispronounced for some reason.
I probably
There's
have
an argument to like the different ways you can put your toilet paper on. There's only two ways.
There's one way.
When it clearly said right on the package, load away from user. Anyways,
That's a good one. I probably pronounce it wrong, but I'd say Jif.
yeah, a
I
lot
say
of people
Jif.
say Jif.
Yeah.
That's weird. Is it people that name their kids Jeff with a G? Imagine, you know, like
I say GIF.
it's GIF. But exactly for that reason, I mean, that would be, otherwise we'd be calling Gary's Jerry's.
That's true.
I mean, the one weird one is when people, you know, you can spell Jeff with a G, but I always think, well, it's your name is Gif.
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 Goff. Yeah.
Goff.
Yeah.
Anyways. This is the part where everybody is, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, man. Hold on. What did we just eat?
We just had the.
We're eating the miso white rabbit. Yeah,
That's
we had that one. That one was easy.
Miso.
This is going to seem like just more baby food now. You see?
I don't know if I trust that.
Did you remember this one?
I still can, I still
Yeah,
can
well, you
use
won't
that
forget
one.
that one for a while. Sesame, it's actually roasted sesame seed oil. Miso, carrot, ginger. I mean, if you're a miso fan, then I never really got a huge taste of it. Okay. I'm ready to eat. There's another one that's got some fruity flavors in it, so. Also the one that's either you say, this is really tasty. Or you're the exact opposite and go, it doesn't really even taste like anything.
Oh, I definitely get the miso.
See, the new bottle might be a part of that too, because I can really taste it. It tastes really nice. And it doesn't taste hot at all. But then again, give it another few seconds.
I'll go in before
Might
that
just
happens.
make an appearance.
I
So
really-
that wasn't bad, right?
I like that. That's really nice.
Yeah, it was tasty. How about that? What's in the future? What's next for the Copper Pit?
Well, what's next for the Copper Pit is, we always look at different menu ideas, and a lot of the cooks in the back there, they'll bring up some really good ones, and we'll add it to the menu as a special, and if it flies, then we'll
Right.
add it to the menu full time.
Pardon me.
I've always looked at reducing my menu, and every time I take something off, I have an uproar and end up putting it back on, so that's why I have such a big menu.
Yeah.
You know, try and have a little bit of everything for everybody. Like we're hoping next year that we'll get some good catering gigs from the recent Sunflower Jura thing that we just attended.
Sure, yeah.
And if that happens, probably more catering and running the restaurant still. But
yeah, and that's an event coordinator, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of it again?
It was called the.
So you mentioned it, so now I have to put it up.
Oh, sorry, Jura Sunflower. It's on Facebook too.
I know, I'll find. I just wanted you to say it so I can.
Jura Sunflower.
Put the graphic over top of it. That brings us to this ugly sauce from, they call it Maritime Madness, the Giver sauce. Okay, let's go ahead and eat this sauce. Carolina Reaper. But don't be fooled. Carolina Reaper ends up at the bottom half of the ingredients list.
Gotta go in again.
I can tell how this is going to end already. My mouth is overly sensitive to this.
Very nice.
Not very nice. It's okay, we got a sweet sauce coming. Sweet sauce. What is your favorite curse word? Oh, why is it everybody does that? Just like say it once and then it's got to repeat it for the next 5 minutes. And how about you, Curtis?
I'd have to say I use motherfucker pretty often.
Motherfucker, let's eat this hot sauce. Now we know it's over. And they also know what word to use after they've eaten it. They can start, then you can say fuck 15 times in a row.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 plus.
This will be my hottest.
Sweet. I'm going in for a little bit more.
Yeah, me too.
The voice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and now I'm blind. It's really starting to hurt.
It's okay, my friend.
We suffer more in imagination than we do in reality.
This is correct.
You know, if it helps, I'm a hugger. I can have,
Okay, so we get to the part where you can promote anything without me asking a question.
So one thing at the Copper Pit, we've got 11 craft beers. I've always said if I ever own a restaurant, I'm going to have Guinness. So I do have Guinness on tap. So I ended up putting in 11 taps of local craft beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mixture of Lower Mainland and mostly the Penticton Ale Trail beer. A big fan of Neighborhood, Cannery Brewing, and Tin Whistle. My friend Tim at Tin Whistle introduced me to this Reaper Pepper beer.
So your camera is right there if you want to.
Reaper Pepper beer. All the flavor, not the angry. It's really nice.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on top.
So, yeah, you guys made it through. You get to take your serving trays home with you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
You get to have that one. So anything else? Or is that it? We're all good?
We're good.
All right.
pendejo.